our family got in a car and drove to the wedding. My father still wasn't flying. And we all had to go, and it was much less expensive. Anyway, we made a trip out of it. And my brother came, and my parents and I, and we partied for several days and several nights. There's one party up there that Aunt Bee gave, and we're cutting a cake and that she made. And then the night before the wedding, there's a picture up there also that shows you and I and your dad and my mother and father, and I can't tell if that's Aunt Selma or it's dark. I think it's Aunt Selma. Anyhow, and I think that's Myrna. And we had a wonderful time, and there's a tradition in your family of roasting the couple and in trying to embarrass them as much as they possibly could.
We have a little program planned for you tonight, as usual. Want to wish Sora and Don, Mr. and Mrs. Newman, point later. We have Mr. and Mrs. Esley Poses. We have Mrs. Larry Hornbleek. We have Mr. Milton Angris, who you know. And we are very fortunate tonight to have, direct from the state of California, our new Klansman, relative, whatever the hell he is, Mr. Bob Newman.
Now, another word from Lucky Stroke. Washington, D.C., a special Senate investigating subcommittee headed by Senator Royce Macher, Democrat from the state of Texas, reached this conclusion after many long, arduous weeks of testimony from hundreds of witnesses. I quote, "We find that although Donnie's Lucky Stroke shows definite leftist leanings, it is definitely not red." Don's only statement was, "I can assure you that this matter will be completely straightened out by Sunday night at the latest. With my relatives will only leave me alone." Now, the number 8 song on the Lucky Stroke Schlitz Parade.
Come to Dallas with all your years. Shirley and Dave even brought their kids. We came by car from near and far to make some ruby. Some traveled by air to this affair to attend the wedding, to see the party was gay. Her choice is great. We'll make a big night. We're making ruby.
Okay, so they did a very good job of embarrassing us, but if you really listen carefully, you'll see how your family and my family, people who were there, blended in and loved it all and got excited about the marriage and the wedding, and it was really something very special, I think, that evening.
It's too many people. We can't have a seat at dinner. We'll have did you know that?
Finger food.
Finger food. So that's what we had. We had finger food. They had to invite all their friends and all, and my mother was born in Dallas. My father came to Dallas, of course, when he was a young man. And they just wouldn't leave anybody out of this happiness.
And out of the 400, I had a total of 5.
This is my grandfather giving me a kiss after the wedding. Oh, Papa.
And he lived with you.
Yes, he did. He was.
And here we're toasting each other. I think we're saying we really enjoy it.
I think we had a really good time. Oh, my God. Look at us.
And here is a wonderful picture. You can tell them who all those people are.
My father is behind his mother, has his hand on his mother. Don and I are in the middle, and my mother is in Don's father's arms around her.
We have been very fortunate in this family to have several attorneys at law with us. Sherman will volunteer. We'll call on Mr. Sherman Kaplan. Will you come up there? So we need some witnesses. I'll pick one at random. How about you, Edith?
Aunt Edith, I wonder if you could...
Point of order, that's irrelevant to the subject.
Would you mind giving us a small background history of the life of Sora Light?
Sora Light first saw light on... No, she didn't see light. It was 11 o'clock at night. On March the 29th, 1933. Is that right there? And her daddy says she was the most beautiful baby that was ever born. And we think she's wonderful and something special. That's all.
Is that her whole life history?
Well, when she was 5 years old, she was a flower girl in 2 weddings, and the next day after the second wedding, she came to me and said, "Mom, I have to go on a trip." I said, "What for, honey?" She says, "I gotta look for a husband." 16 years later, she found him. And then there was a succession of fine, wonderful young men who were introduced as the boyfriend of the moment. And then one day it was Don. And then another day it was Don. Then another month it was Don. Don. And finally...
Finally it was done.
Yeah, finally it was done. That's it.
Now that we've had Mrs. Newman, would you be kind enough to volunteer? We won't harm you. It's absolutely painless. You swear to tell them a bunch of lies.
Mrs. Newman, we're going to give you the same chance we gave Mrs. Ungerman. We'll give you a chance to try to recall the life story of Don.
He was the most beautiful baby.
That's all right. Let's don't have any comments. He outgrew it. You don't have to worry.
And when he was 5 years old, and his daddy would kiss his mommy, he always pushed his way in and said, "I want to be in the love."
He hasn't changed since then.
And he's been in ever since.
Over here, over there. How'd you get over there? Come on.